Good morning. We have an upper pull workout today. We're going to be doing a circuit, so we're going to do 45 seconds on each exercise with a 15-second rest in between. We're going to go through it twice. So, first exercise we have here is upright rows. You can do this with either kettlebell or dumbbells, either way. Our goal is to keep our elbows above the weight, and then we're going to pull the weight straight up the body and the elbows stay above. Nice and controlled, up and through. If you want to do it with dumbbells, doing the same thing, just one in each hand, hold it straight up. Again, making sure the elbows stay above the weight. So if you need to, especially if it's a heavier weight, you might not be able to come up as far. If you start to cheat and kind of lean back as you come up, just keep it nice and controlled, elbows above, drawing that up straight and through. After that, we have hot potato lunges. Use this dumbbell again. You want a medium to lighter dumbbell for this. A wide stance with your feet are about twice your hip width. You're going to lean to one side. Make sure the knee stays behind the toes. You're kind of sticking your butt back. So from the side, rather than sticking the knee forward, we're leaning back, leaning over with the hips. And we're tossing the weight shoulder to shoulder. You want to stay as straight as you can, so use the core to engage as you go back and forth on each one of those. After that, we're doing kettlebell side swing. So for this, you're going to be partially bent over. The kettlebell is going to come across from the one side, up and towards the other side. So you're just going to bring it up, nice and controlled. You want to keep that core straight, and your arms just kind of swinging out, and then we'll switch arms halfway through, do the other side. So try and stay as straight as you can. Swing with the arm, really use a little bit of momentum back and forth. You notice I'm not stopping at each time. Letting the momentum carry that kettlebell on each one. Then we have crisscross jacks. So we're coming one arm on top of the other, one foot in front of the other, back and forth, nice and light on the toes. Keeping that up, you can step that out as well if you need to for that pace. And then if the arms are getting real tired, you can keep them a little bit lower. That'll also help if you have shoulder issues. But you want to keep the shoulders tight, one on top of the other. Then we have kettlebell swing row. So for this one, you're going to start with a regular kettlebell swing. So it's back towards your heels. You drive the hips forward, let it come back. After it swings, let it come back, center, and then you row up. So start again, swing up, back, center, row up. You can do this with one hand too. Swing it forward, come back and row, switch, swing it forward, come back and row. So let the kettlebell kind of continue that momentum and use that to pull it up on each one. After that, we have around the world lunges. So for this, you're going to be taking one step forward, then you're going to be stepping out into a side lunge, and then straight back. And then switching to the other leg, back, to the side, and forward. And then you can switch direction, or just keep going, however you want to do that one. Make sure you stay behind the toes. If you need to modify this one, if you're having a hard time getting all the way down, you can also hold on to something. While you're doing the lunges, it makes it a little bit tougher for the side ones. But then you can also just not lunge down quite as far. Just going up to the side, using that, and then increase range of motion as you get a better condition as you're doing this one. Reverse flies is our second to last one. So you're going to be holding weights, hinged forward at the waist. You want to be just past 45-degree bend down. You're lifting the arms up, nice and controlled, all the way through. So squeezing the shoulders back and challenging those muscles in. So that is that one. Then we have fast feet shuffle burpees. So you're going to be doing a burpee out, and quick touches on the toes, shuffling over, burpee there, back and forth. And if you don't want to do the burpee, you can either step out the burpee to modify, or you're just doing whole body extensions where you come down, push up onto the toes, fast feet shuffle, push up onto the toes. I'm going to do it line to line here. You can do it with whatever kind of space that you have. If you have 2 points to shuffle between. So that is our circuit. We're going to start with our upright rows. So I'm going to do it with the kettlebell, 45 seconds on each. All right, so number one, ready? And begin. So we're starting strong. Again, the elbows stay above, keeping it nice and controlled up. We want to draw that weight straight up our body. Keeping that core tight with nice easy breathing. All the way up and through. We're just over halfway done. Again, making the arms work. This is upper pull. So it should be the back of the shoulders and the middle to low back. Challenging those arms. We're into the last 15 seconds. So keep that going strong. All the way through. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our hot potato lunges now. So again, I'm using a 10-pound weight. Anything that's medium, normally I'd probably use like a 15, but I don't think I have any of them here. So whatever works for you. We're starting in 3, 45 seconds. Ready? And begin. So just shoulder to shoulder. Keeping that core tight, making sure your knees are staying behind the toes. You want to engage that core on each side with the weight as you're going back and forth. So keeping that breathing, keep pushing that through. Go ahead and make it the most you can out of each one of these. We're just over halfway done. So moving towards that finish line. Go ahead, staying strong all the way through. Almost done, under 10 seconds now. So finishing this off, arms and legs working together. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our kettlebell side swing now. So we're going side to side, right around 40 degrees bent over. Get your breath, we'll start at about 5. So just starting with one arm, I'm gonna start with my left. You generally want to start with your weak arm. Ready? And begin. I'm right-handed, so my left arm is definitely weaker. So keeping it nice and controlled. I want to keep the rest of me centered. I'm engaging that core. Just swing it out. Go ahead, back and through. Got about 5 seconds on this side, and then I'm going to switch all the way in. One more swing. And switch. So going to the other side now. So keeping that core tight. And all the way up, and just swinging up to about shoulder height, maybe a little bit lower. So keeping that swing. Again, working that back of the arm. Feeling those shoulder muscles back there. And a little bit in the low back, that's why we bent over like this. 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our crisscross jacks now. So one on top of the other. Nice and light on the toes. We're starting in 5, 45 seconds. Ready? And begin. So back and forth, nice and light on the toes, try and keep that up. Want to keep that pace working, challenging those muscles through. Good. Nice strong start on each one. Want to keep that pace going. Nice easy breathing. As you're keeping that up, keeping those arms and legs working strong. We're over halfway done. Keeping that pace, working all the way through to the end. Under 10 seconds left now. So again, given whatever your 100% is, want to push that through. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So after that, we've got our kettlebell swing row. So we're going to swing forward. Let yourself recover. Coming in. All right, ready? And begin. Driving it forward, back, into the row. So drive with that low back, into a row, keeping that nice easy breathing, squeezing those shoulders, using that momentum on each one. You could do this with one hand, switching if you prefer. Kind of depends on how heavy of a kettlebell or a dumbbell you have for this. You can also do this with the dumbbell. Swinging it through. Over halfway done. So we're moving into the last 10 seconds now. So challenge those muscles. Driving with that core. Arms and legs working all the way through to the end. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our reverse flies. So grabbing, we want lighter weights for this. You can also, this is a really good one to do with no weights, especially if you're newer. Have shoulder problems. Ready? And begin. want to be controlled. So there's no fast movements on this. You're getting close to that 45-degree bend at the waist, and then you're just bringing the arms up to shoulder height and back. So keep that nice easy breathing. We're about halfway done with this. Why skip around the word lunges? I'm almost reading something. All right, so 15 seconds left on this. Keeping that core tight all the way through, almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So we're going to do around the world lunges now, because I forgot them. So we skipped right into the reverse flies. It seemed like we were missing something. All right, ready? And begin. Going 45 seconds. Lunging with each one. Back and forth. Keeping that core tight. Good. Just make sure you keep going all the way through. Keeping that nice easy breathing. Challenging those muscles through to the end. Good, we're over halfway done. So keeping this up. Making sure to stay after. You want to make sure knees are staying behind the toes. This one's really important to keep that form. Make sure you come down as low as you comfortably can in each one. Under 10 seconds left now. We'll finish this off. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we've got our fast feet shuffle burpees. So coming all the way out, nice and light on the toes. We're going 45 seconds, starting in 3. All right, ready? And begin. So burpee out. Quick touches on the toes. Shuffling over. Burpee all the way out. Good. Full extensions. Up and finish. Quick touches. All the way up through. We're halfway done with this. So this is a good strong finish for our workout. Into the last 15 seconds now. So challenging those muscles. All the way through and back. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, get a quick drink. Now we're going to do our second round. So second time through that. So let yourself recover a little bit. Start about 15. All right, so we're starting with upright rows. So remember, keeping the elbows above. Dragging it all the way up. Ready? And begin. So just straight up. Keep it nice and controlled. Making those arms work. This is our second and final time through the set. So challenging those muscles all the way through. Keeping that nice easy breathing. Getting the most you can out of each one of these. Challenging those arms and legs. Good. Last few seconds on this, so bring it all the way in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, hot potato lunges. So we're grabbing our dumbbell again. Again, going side to side. Making sure knees are staying behind the toes. We're starting at about 5. Engage that core on each side. Ready? And begin. So shoulder to shoulder. Really lean with those hips. Keeping that core tight. Keeping those muscles working. Good. Get as much as you can out of each one. All the way through and back. Good. Halfway done with this. So as you move into that second half. Again, we want to be pushing yourself. You want to feel those muscles being almost completely exhausted at the end of each set. 15 seconds left. So challenge those muscles through. Making the most you can out of each one of these. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our kettlebell side swing now. So So we're going side to side, swinging with that arm. Coming all the way over, start with that partial bent over. All right, ready? And begin. So coming out, starting with one side first. Challenging those muscles through. Good. Full extension. On each one of these, I want to keep that core locked in tight. Challenging the muscles. We got about 5 left, and then we're going to switch. All the way in. 3, 2, 1, and switch. So other side now, we're keeping that partial bent over. Keeping that core tight. Want to engage that core as you swing out to the side to keep yourself centered. Don't let yourself swing and tip. You want to stay straight that whole time. Under 10 seconds left. Finishing strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So we've got our crisscross jacks next. So one hand on top. One foot in front. You can step these out to modify again. 45 seconds. Ready? And begin. So keeping that pace up. Want to get as much as you can out of each one of these. Pushing those arms and legs all the way through to the end. Staying light on the toes. Keeping that pace up. Good, we're about halfway done with this. So as you move into that second half, really try and challenge yourself to keep it going strong. Keeping those arms and legs working through that whole range of motion. Under 10 seconds left now. So finish this off all the way through towards that end. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we got our kettlebell swing row now. So again, you can do this with one or both hands. I'm going to do both again. So let yourself relax. Let the muscles recover. We're starting in 3. Swing it out, row up, and begin. So driving with the hips. Come down and row. So just let that momentum kind of continue. Use that core to stay strong all the way through. Good, you're done with that first third. So you want to keep that pace up. Driving with the hips into the swing. Really squeeze those shoulders back on the row part. You want to pinch the shoulder blades as much as you can. Challenging that core all the way through to the end. Good. Keeping that nice easy breathing. Finishing off. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. So we've got our around the world lunges now. So one foot at a time. Forward, side, and back. I'm going to start with the left foot this time and go the opposite direction since I stuck with one. And begin the last time. If you're switching directions each time, you can just keep doing that. Making sure, again, keeping knees behind the toes. We want to keep that core centered. Arms and legs working all the way through. Getting as close to that 90-degree bend. In the lunges that we can. So coming all the way down. Okay. Making the most you can out of each one of these. Keeping that control through. We're into the last 15 seconds of this. Keep challenging those muscles. Keep it up strong. All the way through to the end. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our reverse flies. Since we're doing them in the correct order this time. And then we'll finish with our burpees. So starting in 5. Ready? And begin. Bent over. Keeping that core tight. Shoulders back and through. Really try and challenge those muscles. Getting the most you can. All the way through to the end. Good, keeping that nice easy breathing. And finishing off on each one. Making sure that neck stays relaxed. Challenge those muscles through that whole range of motion. Good, we got under 15 seconds left. So making the most you can out of each one of these. Finishing that off, almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our fast, sweet burpees. Last one, we're going to finish off with this. So quick burpee, shuffle over on each side. Ready? And begin. So burpee it out, up, quick shuffle, nice and light on the toes. Good. And again, if you're doing the modified one, as long as you're pushing, as long as you're challenging yourself as much as you can, doesn't matter which version you're doing. As long as you're giving your all 100%. That's what we want to do. Focus on getting the most you can out of each one of these. Pushing that all the way up and through. Nice and light on the toes. You're over halfway done. So we're going to push that strong towards the finish line. Keep that up. Last 10 seconds of this now. So finishing it all the way through to the end. Almost done. Keeping that up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, you are done. Nice job. Virtual high five. Catch your breath, let yourself recover. Nice job, everybody. So, stretch it out. Again, try and focus on nice, deep, easy breathing as you're letting that heart rate come back down. Letting the muscles recover. All right. No fingers together. We're going to stretch out the outside of the arms a little bit. So we're going to pull your elbows out. Don't lock them out straight. Pull them out a little bit as we just slowly bring this up. And keep the feet moving. Let yourself recover. And then once you get all the way up to the top, we're just going to try and pull the fingers apart while keeping them tight. So you're pulling your elbows out, stretching those muscles all the way in through. All right. And relax. We're going to step one leg forward, pushing forward on that hip flexor, and pull your arm across. Should be outside the arm here. You can kind of turn your body if you want a little bit more of a stretch. Nice job on the workout today. Get that nice easy stretching. Again, you want to just be breathing nice and easy. Switch. Letting that heart rate come down as we focus on. We're going to definitely focus on stretching the back. We always try and focus on the muscle group that we worked. Because right after working it is when it's most pliable, easiest to stretch. Just because it's warmed up. Right, feet together, reach down towards your toes. Stretch that out nice and easy. Again, just nice, easy breathing. Let your body recover from this. All right, then we're just going to reach with the arms and kind of pull them out. Keep your thumbs pointed together towards each other as you pull the arms back. All right. We're going to step the feet back. You're pushing your heels towards the ground. You can also just do this standing up against the wall. Just push your heels down towards the ground. So whichever version works better for you. Just get that nice easy stretch. Sit down, reach under your legs, grab kind of around your ankles, pull yourself down, stretching it out nice and easy. All right, bring do that. Otherwise, we're going to finish with the starfish, reaching your toes and your fingertips out. Nice and easy breathing. Nice job on the workout. Make sure you comment done below if you did the live one or the recording. Awesome job, and I'll see you guys next time.